wonder how it's working. Are you glad that I'm kind of giving you this first quiz? All right, there we go. And number 4, the contemporary model of communication that we rely on today has these 2 important elements: noise and feedback, channel and noise, feedback and culture, or culture and societal and individual forces. The contemporary model, the most recent model of communication that you should have read about, adds these 2 elements to the model. You have to push the trigger. I did, right? I think 5 questions is too much. I should do 2 and then take a little break. I'm a newbie. Gotta hang with me. I'll get it. And finally,
Got a 25% chance.
And finally, here we have Maya Angelou. Her speech in response to Don Imos's racial slurs about the Rutgers women's basketball team back in 2007 is best categorized as this type of occasion. This is truly a trick question, isn't it? Some of you don't remember this controversy. Some of you do. Some of you know about the genre of the speech. Is it, take a guess, is it epideictic? Was it epideictic speech, deliberative speech, forensic speech, or ceremony? Just take a guess. I want to see what you think. Go back and scrutinize your answers. Okay. I'll just minimize this. You can think about it as we start here. Alright, so you should have read chapters 1 and chapter 7. I'm sure that all of you did that over the holiday. If you haven't, do some catch-up reading. And in the first chapter, it's a shameless plug for what we do in the discipline of communication studies. And it's a shameless plug that I thought, you know, rather than just read what you can do with your degree in communication, I'll let you ponder what some famous people do with their degree in communication. We have quite a few people here. Anyone from Letterman to Colbert. Who is this fellow right here? That use your communication skills or degree to consider. John Quincy Adams had a degree in, he was trained in classical rhetoric. I thought it's interesting to know that Stephen Colbert, Stephen Tyrone Colbert, host of Comedy Central's political satire, The Colbert Report, had his degree from Northwestern University in communication. Marcia Gay Harden has her degree from her master's degree in communication. Who else is interested in that? Letterman. LaTanya graduated from the University of Texas at Austin with a communication degree. But not only these famous folks, we have people from the University of South Dakota who have built their degree around a communication studies major or a minor, and they're working in government jobs, they're working in education, they're working in healthcare, as you may or may not be aware. This particular region of the country has become a buzzing hub with healthcare services. Sioux Falls, Sioux City, The Twin Cities in Minneapolis, St. Paul, in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, Omaha, have all literally exploded with healthcare providers within the last 2 decades. Sioux Falls in particular. There's been an answer to that call from the University of South Dakota here as well. We now have a health sciences major. How many of you are health sciences majors sitting here right now? Yeah. And you're part of a pretty exciting new program on campus. We teach a couple of classes within that program. Dr. Jill Tyler teaches a health communication class. We are kicking around the idea of offering an aging and healthcare class. We teach interpersonal communication, a unit in interpersonal communication on healthcare communication. So certainly that's been a growing field. We have people working in sales. We have people working in an international realm as well. Jody Schrader is a recent graduate from the University of South Dakota. She played basketball or volleyball. Anyone know what Jody played? I think she was a basketball player. And she now works for Tyson International. She's in Germany. And so we have a wide variety of majors who are representing us internationally, nationally, and regionally as well. And so communication can definitely something that you might consider even taking another class. I enjoy teaching the interpersonal communication class, and so I'll put a plug in for that. I also teach an interviewing class every spring, and so I like to help students kind of from the pragmatic standpoint, if you will, in terms of what will I do with my degree and where will I go? So there are lots of opportunities. If you don't adopt this as a major or a minor, if you want to take another class in our department, there it is, folks. That's the shameless plug for our department. But I believe in it, and I'm not ashamed to stand in front of you and shamelessly recruit. But communication, aside from degree and the discipline, is important, and you know that. Anyone that has ever communicated, and we do on a daily basis through verbal and nonverbal channels, knows that communication is imperative, right? And anyone that's been in a relationship knows the complexities of communication, the constraints and the opportunities that are present when we communicate and we miscommunicate all the time, right? Text messaging. How many of you have had a relationship gone awry thanks to text messaging? I'm sorry, right? Or email, or social media. I mean, you name it. There are many complexities to communication, and it's important to stop and consider how it is that we communicate and the impact that has on our lives. Communication helps us attain goals. Many of you have come in here today with questions about the quiz, about the speech, and so you came in here with an inquiry, and we were able to communicate and problem solve. I realized that the quiz wasn't available, and whoops, we talked about it. I opened up the quiz, problem solve. It helps to establish, maintain, or terminate relationships, as you well know. And also our communication helps to establish and build a sense of personal identity, who you are. You know, and I really enjoy teaching college students. You're adults. The heck with the fact that, I don't know, do they say that 30 is the new 20?
I hope so.
You know, I don't care how they do. I think you're fascinating. You want to know why? Because you're here at this time in your life. Many of you are away from home for the first time. Some of you are returning back to college. And this is a fascinating, transformative time of your life. And much of that has to deal with how you communicate who you are, your personal identity. Any old bag introductory speeches, I don't just slap those at the first part of the semester in a cavalier fashion. Rather, we strategically plan and we think about, you, the speaker, and that rhetorical situation that exists. We're figuring out who you are and who you want to